챕터 6에서는 파워풀했던 네 나라에 대해서 배웠잖아. 그 마지막이 워6였고 워6에 바이킹이 쳐들어오는 거에서 끝났지. 챕터 7은 알프레드라는 왕에 대한 이야기로 시작해서 그 왕이 죽을 때까지 얘기가 나와. 알프레드는 워6의 에셀워프의 제일 어린 아들이었어. 그런데 어떻게 그가 왕이 됐을까? 왜냐하면 그 위에 있었던 3명의 브라더가 다 죽어버렸어. 알프레드는 20살인가 21살인가에 왕이 됐는데 바이킹으로부터 나라를 구했고 지금의 영국이라고 불리는 땅을 크리에이트 하는 데 도움을 줬어. 그래서 킹 오브 올드 잉글랜드라고 불러. 듣고 따라해봐.
Alfred was the youngest son of Ethelwulf of Wessex. He became king in 871 AD. After his father and 3 older brothers had all ruled and died before him. He is usually remembered as a great hero, who defended Wessex and other southern Saxon kingdoms from Viking attack, and helped create the nation now known as England. Alfred was the first Saxon ruler to call himself king of all the English. Today historians think that Alfred's glorious memory might be rather exaggerated. He did not win all the battles he fought. The land now called England was still divided when he died, and the kings of Wessex only managed to rule it all 100 years later, but even so, most historians agree that Alfred was a very great ruler in peacetime as well as in war. A strong, rich kingdom. The kingdom of Wessex was the strongest and richest in the British Isles. Wessex kings had won fame and wealth by controlling weaker Saxon kingdoms and by drawing up his will very careful. Alfred's father Ethelwulf had made all his sons agree to wait for their turn to rule rather than fight the brothers. New towns and churches were being built in Essex and trade was flourishing. Coins issued by Wessex kings, a sign of their wealth, were pure heathy silver. Wessex merchants and nobles were also wealthy. We know this because many documents survive that record the business deals. The nobler wealth came mostly from the land and the people who worked on it. Wessex farmers had to work very hard, as well as labouring on their lord's land. They also had to pay tax or tribute to the king and be ready to fight in his army.
스트롱 리치 킹덤은 어디를 얘기해? 워6를 얘기하지. 알프레드의 아버지인 에델월프는 그의 썬들이 왕위 때문에 싸우지 말고 자기 차례가 되면 자기 턴이 되면은 나라를 다스리라고 합의를 했어. 워섹스가 잘 살았다는 건 어떻게 알 수 있냐면은 비즈니스를 했다는 다큐멘트가 아직도 남아있고 동전도 발행됐고 새로운 타운과 처치도 지어졌어. 귀족들의 부가 어디서부터 왔냐면 파머들이 하드워커를 했어. 파머는 자기 땅 주인한테 주인을 위해서 열심히 일을 해야 했고 또 왕한테 세금도 내야 됐고 텍스랑 그리고 또 전쟁 나오면 군대 가서 싸우기도 해야 했어. 힘들겠지.
Powerful friends. The kings who ruled Wessex before Alfred were good friends with church leaders. By around 800 AD, the church had grown very powerful, thanks to rich gifts from kings and nobles all over the British Isles. Church leaders sometimes disagreed with kings and some kings wanted to take back church land. All this led to quarrels, but in Wessex kings regularly consulted a council of wise men, including church leaders, for advice. Wessex was also friendly with powerful countries in Europe. King Alfred's stepmother Judith was a French princess. together with church leaders. She encouraged links between Wessex scholars and artists and their European colleagues. Throughout his reign from 871 to 899 AD, Alfred continued to encourage these links and strengthened them. Weaker rivals. Compared with Wessex, all other Saxon kingdoms were weaker, though in different ways. East Anglia was smaller, though quite wealthy. Archaeologists have found traces of a busy pottery industry there. Mercia and Northumbria had both suffered fights between rivals wanting to be king in Northumbria. There were also disagreements between kings and church leaders. Low-quality coins found in Mercia suggest that its kings and people were growing poorer from around 800 AD. In spite of these problems, Saxon kingdoms in the British Isles were still tempting targets for Vikings to attack.
세 번째 서브 타이틀은 강력한 친구네. 알프레드가 왕이 되기 전에는 교회 처치 리더랑 킹은 굿프렌드였는데 800년 AD경에 처치가 굉장히 파워풀해졌어. 그래서 어떤 처치 리더는 왕의 말을 안 들었겠지? 워식스에서는 왕이 정기적으로 똑똑한 사람이랑 처치 리더랑 회의를 했어. 그래서 사이좋게 지냈고, 또 워식스는 유럽의 강한 나라랑도 친하게 지냈는데, 왜냐하면 알프레드의 계모가 프랑스의 프린세스였어. 네 번째 타이틀은 약한 경쟁자네. 지금까지 워식스를 봤으니까 다른 나라는 어떤지 컴페어를 했는데 All other Saxon Kingdom은 약했어. 이스트 앵글리아는 잘 살았지만 작았고 스몰러했고, 멀시아랑 노턴브리아는 둘 다 서로 왕이 되려는 라이벌들 때문에 겪고 있었고, 또 노턴브리아에는 특히 왕이랑 처치 리더랑 또 싸움하고 있었어. 이러니까 바이킹들이 섹슨 킹덤을 공격하기 좋아했겠지.